How we doing, everyone? Sam here, United People's TV. We've already done our live match reaction, but what we're going to try and do now, more in separate videos, is do our players' ratings, because a few of you have been asking for us to do it. But let's get straight to it. In goal, Sergio Romero. I've given him 7 out of 10. I thought Sergio, he didn't have anything to do today, did he? Until that goal there at the end, and he couldn't have done anything about that. An excellent, excellent header, which no goalkeeper in the world is stopping. Left back, Mateo Darmiyan. For me, that's probably the best performance I've seen him put in at left back. The only mistake he made was at the end there. He probably couldn't have been in a better position for that cross that came into the box. I think the error lay mainly with and Rojo in the middle, but I think Mateo Darmiyan, his timing was excellent in the tackle. His crosses were quite good in attack, and he actually overlapped quite a bit as well. Him and Rashford were linking up well. It was a very strong defensive display from Mateo Darmiyan. For a player I've criticised so much this season, he deserves praise for that performance tonight. Eric Bailly and Marcos Rojo, I'm sweeping them under the carpet with a 7 out of 10, both of them. I think we were so strong in defence up until that last moment of the game where Man United failed to keep our concentration levels. And lo and behold, we concede with the one chance that we let them, and one clear-cut chance that we let them have. It's just very, very frustrating. Antonio Valencia, I'm giving an 8 as well, because just like Mateo Darmiyan out on the left full-back position, Antonio Valencia was wonderful. And Antonio Valencia needs to, I don't know what he needs to do, just needs to keep up these performances. Antonio Valencia, you've got to love him. He really is one of our players of the season so far. One tackle especially where the player came behind him and he just, I don't know what he did, just like dinked it off him. Very, very strong performance from Valencia. In midfield, I've given Michael Carrick 7.5. I think that we saw the older Michael Carrick today, the one that can split defences with one pass. Michael Carrick was excellent. That was it from Carrick. I think Pogba, I'm going to give him 7.5 as well. I think Pogba, yes, he should have scored at the end there, but Pogba looked like he was tasked with a job today by Jose Mourinho. Stay alongside Michael Carrick in midfield, try and quash the game, and try and stop Anderlecht from getting any sort of control in this match. And he did that very, very well. Yes, he could have scored at the end there. And his rating would have been higher here. Of course it would have been higher had he scored. But I'm not going to knock him down too much for that. Although you really should be scoring that, Paul. You really should. Now, my man of the match, Marcus Rashford. I've given him a 9 out of 10. That was a brilliant performance from Marcus Rashford. Up and down the pitch, that looked like a very Mourinho left winger today, in that he was tracking back excellently, getting the ball, but having the athleticism and the energy to run back up the pitch and contribute to the attack as well. Yes, his first touch could have been better. Yes, he could have made more out of a couple of attacks that he himself created, but he was creating chances. He was running at the defence. He was trying to do something. And those are the attackers that you want in your team. Yes, it's going to be frustrating when it doesn't pull off, or when it doesn't come off, but Rashford played superb today. Very mature performance, and he could have had a goal, but it was a wonderful save from the keeper, which Mkhitaryan obviously knocked in the rebound from. Speaking of which, Henrik Mkhitaryan, I've given him a 7.5 to an 8. I'm probably going to give him a 7.5. I think Mkhitaryan overall wasn't one of his best performances, but like Ibrahimovic, when he's playing poorly, Mkhitaryan came up with the crucial goal. So you can't slam him too much. But I feel his first touch was a bit off today. I feel his overall play was a little bit off today. It wasn't the Mkhitaryan we've seen at his best. But he still scored, so he gets 7.5. Now, Jesse Lingard, I thought played quite poorly today. I'm quite a fan of Jesse Lingard, actually. I think he gets a lot of hate unnecessarily. But for me, Lingard added not much at all. And I wasn't surprised to see him taken off for Anthony Martial. 6, I think, is a fair rating, which is what I'm giving Zlatan Ibrahimovic as well. That was quite a similar performance from Ibrahimovic as what we've seen so many times this season. But on those occasions, he did come up with a goal, come up with the goods at the end. Today, Ibrahimovic came up with no goods. No goods at all. Ibrahimovic was poor. Nothing else you can say about that. And 3 subs that came on, Martial, Fellaini and Fosu Mensah. I thought Martial played okay. Going to give him a 6.5. I think he played a little bit better than Lingard. I don't think we made enough of Martial. We should have played more balls over the top. We could have got more out of him, but we didn't. Lo and behold. Fellaini, I'm going to give him a 6. Don't think he did too much right or wrong. Kind of an insignificant substitution from him again today. And Fosu Mensah, I don't think you can even give him a rating. He only came on for like 2 minutes, got a yellow card. Say what you want about that. But what are your player ratings? Please leave them in the comments below, as always. Leave your ratings, you know, your 11 men and the subs. What would you give those guys out of 10? And who was your man of the match? Leave it in the comments. We'll try and do these player ratings videos more regularly as well for you guys, as you've asked for it. That's it for the match reaction today. Make sure you check out the full match reaction, which is in the other video that's already on the channel. We'll see you soon. Take it easy.